Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on a couple 12 by 12 layouts from my recent Disney trip to Walt Disney World. So for this layout, I'm kind of showing you a few new things that I got. So if you watched that haul video, the holiday haul from scrapbook.com that I posted a few videos back, I had randomly picked up one sheet of this Heidi Swapp paper from the Carefree collection. So since then, I've gone back and I bought probably like at least 10 more sheets of this because I just really loved both sides. I love the cloud and I love like the muted rainbow. So I went ahead and picked up several other sheets. And I also got like several packs of thickers. So I realized with doing Thankful 30 that I was going to need a couple more packs of thickers. And I also grabbed this black kind of typed alpha that we are going to be using for these couple layouts. But yeah, I'm doing, by the way, really quick, I'm doing Thankful 30 over on Patreon. So I will leave the link below if you ever want to check that out and, come hang out over there, see what we're up to. We are going to be doing a crafty Zoom this weekend, and I have the Happy Mail going on, some new fun stickers that I've created that will go in that this month, and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's all I'll say, but I will put the link below if you ever want to come and check it out. But yeah, so back to the layout. So what I decided to do is I started off with a piece of just white, basil cardstock, as I do a lot of times. And then I did kind of two strips of that paper so that I could have both the rainbow and the cloud paper. And the only other thing I got from this collection is actually this pack of washi tape. So I knew that I wanted to do kind of a couple like layering pieces of the washi. I really wanted to use the washi since it matched the paper, and I don't really have any embellishments or anything for this per se. So I thought that I would make two little layering areas, one at the lower left and the upper right, where I could kind of add in some embellishments on top of the washi. So we will continue doing that as we go. But I was kind of considering adding like a card. I had out the cards that kind of went with the Disney vibe, but I ended up not using any of those. I kind of wanted to add my journaling just straight on the white part of the cardstock, which is what I end up doing. So right now I'm just kind of tinkering around trying to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, I really have noticed that I've mentioned it before, but I really don't have a lot of pattern paper in my stash, like at all. Like, honestly, it's a little hard for me to create 12 by 12 layout sometimes because I just don't have the paper to do it, especially if it's just a random layout. Like whenever it was October, I could of course use the paper I was using for October daily and create a couple 12 by 12s. But for just general layouts, I really need to get some more paper in my stash. So that is something that I'm working on. And I actually have a hefty little cart going on scrapbook.com right now to try to kind of get some papers. But I've really been loving, as I've been looking through, scrapbook.com and kind of window shopping, I just really love the Heidi Swapp papers. I've noticed that I don't know. There's something about those papers that just make me really happy. I love the Color Fresh collection, and I think I'm going to rebuy some of that. I've used it before, but not a ton in my project life. And then this Carefree collection, I really liked. The Old School collection is really cool. And Art Walk kind of has that Vicki Boutin, like, already kind of messy, arty type paper. So yeah, I think I'm going to pick up some of that just for like general scrapbooking. And I think that it'll be really nice to just have that in my stash. So that is kind of what I was doing late last night, just to let you guys know. But yeah, so I decided to make my title Disney Dreamin', and I love this alpha. I've got to say, I love like the bold black alpha. I saw Inky Quill, Adele from Inky Quill. I saw that she was using some sort of kind of similar alpha. I think hers was a little more like a typewriter font, which I would really love, but this still gave me that vibe. So I just kind of love that almost editorial looking. I know mine isn't quite like that, but Victoria Marie does that a lot too, where hers almost look like a magazine layout or something, which I love. And not that mine does, but just the fact of having kind of the grouping of all of the more color and photos kind of at the top in a nice line. then having the bold title right underneath there. And then I'm going to add my journaling right under it on the white space. And I just really like the way that that ended up looking. So at this point, like I said, I don't have any specific embellishments. So I'm just kind of looking around in my drawer. I have a lot of random embellishments. So I thought that I would just kind of mess around with those. So originally I was kind of plopping down some stickers from a Paper Person collection, but they were really like kind of bad day stickers, but I was trying to make a few of them work because they really did match the colors well of this paper. But then I thought, oh, well, I don't care. I want to use these stickers from Social Paper Plan because, of course, they are Disney themed. So even though they don't really match the paper, of course, we have the red and the yellow from the pictures of me, and then the purple from Figment. That's Figment from Epcot down at the bottom, the little like dragon, and it goes with the purple wall. So I thought that it all kind of worked together, and I love being able to use those stickers from Social Paper Plan. Definitely one of my favorite smaller shops that have like Disney related products. The stamps are phenomenal, and we will be using those in the next layout as well, actually. So I found a few little heart puffy stickers, just random ones, so I'm adding those on. And then I'm going to add a few other stickers here. And I've got to say, I'm really sorry about the quality of this part of the video. I've had a lot of issues with this video in particular. For some reason, it looks like there's like a complete fog on this section. And I mean, maybe I needed to wipe off my lens or something of my phone, but I've never had this happen before. And then actually, I was voice-overing this video a few minutes ago, and when we got to the second layout, just big chunks of it were black or were like where the video was going in and out and like turning black. And I don't know, I've never had that happen. So I had to stop the video and go back and edit it again, and it was really strange. So I do apologize. We've had some technical difficulties, but at least you get to kind of see what I'm doing still. But so at this point, I'm just sprinkling on little kind of embellishment clusters. So I've added stickers from Pink Fresh, and also I had a few little almost like enamel dots, but they're more just like little circles. So I added those on, and I've just really tried to find any stickers that I thought would work. I added like busy doing nothing, powering off, of course, like an ice cream cone and a cupcake and all that kind of stuff that I thought were just kind of fun little things to add in. And I'm always happy whenever I can use some of those random embellishments that I just have sitting around. It's always nice. So I try to keep those in a drawer right by where I always craft, and then it's easy access to just grab out some of those sticker sheets and try to use them up when I can. So, of course, I sprinkled on a lot of gold stars, which I think really help and give it a pop. And then I thought that I would add another little small cluster of washi at the top, and I added a little piece of torn paper up there as well. So I really like the way that that's looking. At this point, I wasn't sure if I kind of went a little too much with the embellishing, but at the end, I really ended up liking this layout a lot. So I'm happy with it. So then I'm just going to add, a little border around the edges. I think that's nice sometimes, especially if it's just a white piece of paper. It just kind of makes it look more finished, which I really like. And then I will add my journaling right under Disney Dreamin'. So I'm going to draw a few lines with a ruler, and that's something I do not typically do, but I just kind of thought that it might look cute for this layout. And then I actually found a gray pen in my stash. It's more of like a kind of a gel pen. There's a little Disney snack I'm eating on, but anyway, I decided to use that instead because I was kind of nervous about, I was making sure my lines were dry, but I was kind of nervous about my Pilot G2 that I typically use because the kind of roughness, like this Basil cardstock is really textured, and sometimes that type of pen really doesn't work too well on the textured cardstock. So I found this little gray pen, and I thought that it would just kind of glide over the cardstock better. So I end up using that to add in all my journaling. It's just kind of more general type journaling about being happy to go on this trip with my mom and how I just love Disney, and I always love having Disney selfies. So to add in a little black and a little kind of typedness to the top, I did add that add in the date to the very top, which I liked. And now I'm just going to use some of that Heidi Swapp Color Shine to add a little sprinkling of the kind of grayish color that I use all the time in my layouts. And right here, you'll notice I have a little boo-boo because I drop tons of the Color Shine right there. So I was kind of bummed. So I immediately wiped it down, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to take that Figment sticker off because luckily I had one other sticker. So I kind of just add a little bit of washi just over it to cover up any kind of blobness that was going on. And then I do have one other Figment sticker, which I knew that I had, and I stick it right on so you'll never even know. But that is a reason why I typically cover things up when I'm using that stuff, and I didn't cover up those paper stickers, which wasn't very smart. So glad that that was the only thing that happened. So now we are moving on to the second layout. So of course these will be together in my Project Life album. So I am once again using this same Heidi Swapp paper, but we'll use it in a bit of a different way. So we're going to use the cloud paper only, and it is going to be as the entire background. So I don't use a lot of just full on sheets of paper like pattern paper for my background, but I really just love the cloud. I'm a sucker for paper like that. It's so fun, and I'll probably use it several other times. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to do, so I knew I wanted this layout to have something to do with coffee. I knew I wanted to journal like specifically about how me and my mom had a challenging, super fun, don't get me wrong, but a challenging trip. And there was a few things that we ran into, and how, with the crowds and, you're just on the go 24/7, that we really needed coffee to keep us going. So Social Paper Plan came through again. I have a lot of their just kind of general Disney park themes stamp sets, and they have all of like the icons of the parks, like the Tree of Life and Spaceship Earth at Epcot and the castle and all of those things. But then they also have some that have kind of different types of icons, such as the Disney coffee or the Magic Band, which is like the little thing that you wear on your wrist when you're there, or like a Mickey credit card, all kinds of fun little things like that. So I knew there was a little like Starbucks cup. So I thought, okay, that's perfect. And then there's a couple different Mickey heads that you can stamp right onto the coffee cup. So that is just so cute. I am in love. So I just stamped it out on regular printer paper a ton of times, cut them out off camera so you didn't have to watch that. And then I found some older Vicki Boutin wood veneer stars and mixed those in with just the regular punched out stars that I always use, and kind of created a little cascading cuteness down the side of this layout. So I really like that a lot. Then I had a picture of me and my mom. I just printed that off as a 3x4, and that's just both of us taking a selfie by the purple wall. And yeah, I really love this picture, and I was really happy to document it. I just love my mom's ears, so I'm giggling at them because they're so cute. Those were some of the new ears that we got this year too. So I already had this piece of a tag cut out on my desk, so I just thought that I would throw it in. It matched, and so I just kind of added it to the end of the photo and decided to add my title right below that. So I wrote, "Please send coffee." And once again, I'm in love with these alphas. I just love them. And I think I'm definitely going to go on a search for some more just kind of like simple black alphas like this. I don't typically use black alphas, but I really, really love the way that they look. Then I added my journaling below, and I'm sorry I'm a little off camera throughout here. I did not realize it, of course, until I was editing it, but I think you can mostly see everything. But I sprinkled on a few other stars over there, added some washi, and then I'm also adding a little piece of rickrack that I just randomly had from December Daily last year. And I really love the way that that looks. And then I had one other sticker from Social Paper Plan, and I decided to just stick it right on the Sorcerer Mickey hat. And I think that it looks really good. There are like some shades of kind of blues in this layout, so I think that it works out well. And then I found a few random tiny word stickers in my drawer that are light purple, so they matched really well. Pulled out my white gel pen, and I'm just doing a few little doodle marks around and kind of making that tag stand out a little better. It would have been nicer to do this before I stuck everything down, but it's always kind of an afterthought when you want to do things like that. So I just had to make do. And then at this point, I think I'm pretty much done, but I decide it needs a little something else. So I went ahead and I printed off the same photo. And this is where I lose some footage, so bear with me. But I printed off the same photo of me and my mom, just a little smaller and in black and white. And I'm going to adhere it right down here to the bottom of the layout. I just add a little bit of layering piece, and then we're going to add it right there, and we're pretty much good to go. I'm going to put just another little torn piece of paper at the top to kind of finish off this cluster, and that is it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed both of these spreads. I had a super fun time making them, and if you did, please give me a like. Please also consider subscribing, and I will be back at you super soon with another video. Bye, y'all.